Welcome back to Fresh Movie Recaps. Today I'm going to recap a 2015 gripping tale of revenge and psychological manipulation, woven around a nurse. Miranda Wells, who is the central character in the movie Return to Cinder. As a nurse, she is meticulous and aspiring to advance her career, but when she goes on a blind date, she is abused by the man. After all this, she falls in love with him. What she did next will shock you. The climax of the movie is very exciting. At the start of the movie, we meet Miranda, a surgical nurse, in an operating theater where surgery is being performed on an elderly woman. The woman dies after the procedure, and her son, present in the room, begins to verbally abuse his mother. Miranda hears him, but chooses to ignore it and leaves. Her friend then mentions hearing about an upcoming blind date, but Miranda remains silent. On her way home, she stops by a laundry to pick up her clothes. When asked to sign, Miranda declines, as she prefers to use only her own belongings. She visits her father's house, where his dog attacks her and tears her dress. Miranda keeps the dress on and has dinner with her dad. During dinner, she notices a man choking and, as a nurse, saves his life. The following day, she tours a house she really likes and decides to sell her old house to buy it. The next day, as Miranda is getting ready for her blind date, someone arrives at her house. Claims to be Kevin, who has come home early and looks a bit confused. After talking with him for a while, Miranda goes to change clothes. Noticing many boxes in the house, Kevin asks, "Are you moving?" Miranda replies, "Yes." After this, Miranda comes out and tells Kevin to leave since he arrived early and she wasn't ready yet. She asks him to come back at the scheduled time. Kevin locks the door from inside and moves toward Miranda, then begins harassing her. Miranda tries to free herself, and a struggle ensues. Kevin pins her against the table and forcefully assaults her. Miranda is left in shock, and Kevin flees. After this, the real Kevin arrives at Miranda's house for their blind date, revealing that the previous man was an imposter. Kevin finds Miranda in a distressed state and calls the police. Miranda is taken to the hospital, where she remains silent for days, deeply shocked. Her father is very upset seeing her condition. The police visit and ask Miranda if she has seen the assailant before. Miranda recalls that she saw him at the restaurant where she had dinner with her dad. His name is William, and he works there. The police arrest William and put him in jail. The next day, Miranda's dad goes to her house to clean, and Miranda also returns home. She has become very sad and withdrawn, and due to the incident, no one wants to buy her house, preventing her from purchasing a new one. She struggles at the hospital, with trembling hands, and gets scolded by her senior. This marks a turning point in the story. Miranda devises a plan, and the next day, mails a letter to William in jail. She starts feeling happier, and others notice her improved mood. However, William returns the letter unread. Despite this, Miranda continues to send letters to William every day, but he keeps sending them back. Meanwhile, Miranda renovates her house and begins giving her father's dog slow poison to determine how many pills it takes to kill it. One day, William's letter arrives, stating, "You win. Now you can meet me." It becomes clear that Miranda wanted to see him, which is why she sent the letters. She visits William in jail and talks to him lovingly, as if nothing had happened. She asks about his life and continues to visit him daily. She also continues to poison her dad's dog and wears nice dresses to impress William, who starts to like her. She pretends to be in love with him. Meanwhile, Miranda's letters lead to prison visits. She presents herself as someone willing to forgive, even suggesting that she understands William's need for redemption. Her calm demeanor during their visits contrasts sharply with the anger and fear she'd previously displayed. In the end, Miranda retracts her complaint, leading to William's release from prison. Unfortunately, her father's dog succumbs to the poisoning, leaving him grief-stricken. Following his release, William sends flowers to Miranda and engages in phone conversations with her. He pays her a visit the following day, and after some conversation, Miranda requests him to renovate her house and return the next day. At one point, Miranda's father encounters William at his shop and confronts Miranda with anger. In response, Miranda expresses her determination to rectify the situation, prompting her father to storm off in frustration. The following day, William arrives at Miranda's house to begin renovations. Miranda offers him juice, this time laced with all the pills she previously used on the dog. William continues working, but his health quickly declines, and he collapses in the washroom. Upon regaining consciousness, he discovers himself bound in the basement, with Miranda seated beside him. She administers a saline solution to mitigate the effects of the poison, but proceeds to torture him by extracting his nails. Someone arrives at her house, but Miranda tapes William's mouth shut, takes the parcel, and returns to him. The scene is chilling as she goes into the details of the pain and trauma he inflicted on her. The method she uses unders her physiological complexity as she transforms from victim to avenger. She then cuts off his parts, causing him extreme pain until he dies. Miranda then goes to her dad and tells him everything. This leaves a question to the audience of the extent to which trauma can drive someone extreme measures. Thanks for watching.